So hi, it's Lewis here again, and I thought we'd just do another quick video because this week we found out that myself and a few other colleagues at Mercer had been recognized as amongst the 25 most influential voices in consulting using social media and sort of online media platforms. And this is an amazing recognition, and we're really privileged. The report from Analytica actually is really interesting. I recommend you check it out. And one of the things they do is they break down all of the topics that consulting leaders are talking about online. And you can really see there, like, a lot of the conversation is being driven about future of work and new technologies, climate change and sustainability. And seeing that report, it really made me step back and think about the importance that these kinds of peer-to-peer media platforms have had on the way that businesses and leaders behave. So, in the current crisis, we're seeing really humanitarian and very empathetic responses from a lot of organizations, which I think is really heartwarming, and gives sort of a lot of confidence for the ability for humanity to adapt and respond effectively to difficult situations. But I think it's also reminded me that companies and leaders and individuals are much more sensitive to the influence that events have on their reputations, much more than ever before. And I think a lot of that is really driven by the way that we communicate and share on the internet, and particularly on social media platforms. People are really sensitive about the influence that reputation has on trust. So, I think that that's been a really positive trend over the last 5 to 10 years. As we've lived more of our lives online, more and more of us recognize that we have an important role in influencing the communities around us, particularly those who we're connected to via social media. We recognize that trust comes on foot and leaves on horseback, as the Dutch say, and that trust is really the long-term currency of highly effective relationships. So, right now, I think, with so many of us, social distancing, etc., social media is an incredibly powerful and useful tool. But I think particularly, what we've seen is the influence that's having on reputation and how companies build relationships with customers and employees. So, what's your experience of this? Do you think about your online reputation? Have you seen the report from Analytica? What do you think? Leave your ideas and thoughts in the comments, and it would be great to hear from you.